Let me tell you about awkwardness. I'll tell you about awkwardness. I love this place. I love this club. Everybody here has made me feel at home, and really at home. I went to the bathroom all by myself. And why do you laugh? I'm totally potty trained. I don't like help. I don't need help. And somebody took me to a fancy restaurant the other day, and I went to the men's room, and they had a bathroom attendant. I don't want a bathroom attendant. I have never said, oh, I've got to do this all by myself. I've never said that. What adult in this room has walked into a public restroom and go, shit, there's nobody here to help? You don't want that. So I walked out of the stall, and I walked to the sink, and there was a man there. He didn't say anything. He just put soap on my hand. He just squeezed soap on my hand. And it was uncomfortable. I washed my hand, and then he handed me a towel, and I dried my hands, and then I don't have money for a tip. I don't carry money because I'm a germaphobe. I don't know. How much would you tip for that anyway? I mean, had he wiped my ass, that's $20. I know that. Because that's what Mom used to charge me. But anyway, so I said, don't worry, I'll take care of you, buddy, soon. And then I went to dinner, and I finished my dinner, and I gave the waitress my credit card, and I said, could you put an extra $5 on it for a tip and give me the cash? And she said, don't worry, sir, you can put my tip on the card. And I said, no, it's not for you, it's for the bathroom attendant. And this is what fucked me up. She goes, sir, we don't have a bathroom attendant. Who was that? Who was in there putting shit on my hand? Who does that? It's not funny. Don't laugh at that. That's my awkward discomfort. I'm always uncomfortable. I'll tell you another thing. I was also in New York, and my foot was itchy, and I called the doctor, and because I'm a hypochondriac too, I know if your foot was itchy, you would scratch. I called 911. And I went to a doctor because I was nervous that maybe is there a doctor here? Somebody a doctor? Oh, you're saying yes. There is a doctor? Yes. Are you a doctor? Yes. What is your name? Steve. And what kind of medicine do you practice? Eyes. So why? So, thank God we met you. Can we get her some shades because the brightness. Who would think that I would meet you? Does that make you, are you an optometrist or are you an actual MD? You're an optometrist, but do you know what general medicine? Would you know general medicine? No. So I went to the doctor because my foot was itchy, because I was nervous, and this is what the doctor told me, Steve. A doctor told me, Howie, you might have athlete's foot. I thought, how the fuck can I get athlete's foot? I am such a germaphobe. I take 3 showers a day. I've never worn the same socks twice. My shoes are new. How do I get that? And he said, well, where do you where do you stay? And I said, I'm in hotels. And he goes, well, sometimes from the shower or the carpet. Not here, not in this hotel, but, because this is all brand new. But you can get it from like a public shower or the carpet. Is that true, Steve? Yeah, yes. How the fuck do you know you're an optometrist? But that freaked me out. So even now, tonight in the hotel, when I check in, I get 24 towels, and I open the door, and I make a path. I won't step on anything. I'm like Howie Mandel. There's no towels left. After the shower, I have to roll back to the front door to dry off. That is so weird. It's all so uncomfortable. So you're really a surgical nurse? Let me ask you a question. And all I want is, what is your first name again? Kim. Okay, and all I want is a yes or a no from you, because we hear these stories at parties, and I think they're bullshit, and they're just hearsay, but all I want is a yes or a no from a real professional, Kim. We hear stories about people coming into an emergency room, and they have a rectal exam, and they find things in there that should not be in there. Kim, yes or no? Yes. Okay, the floor is yours. Before you say anything, is the lighting okay for you? Can you see it? No, you don't have to tell us the hospital, you don't have to tell us the name, but to hear it from a real professional, what was the object? What was the object? Gerbils. Nobody had fucking gerbils in there. No. How does that happen? How do you get a gerbil in there? That's the last time I go to a pet store with no pants on. I was leaning against the cage. There was 3 in there. Now there's only 2. Where'd the gerbil go? Where's the gerbil? Where is the gerbil? Medically, how do they remove that? I guess they just have the guy bend over and put some cheese on his nuts and wait. That's so weird. I don't know, like if I had a gerbil in my ass, I would die before I'd go see somebody with it. Because how do you go to the doctor's office? Can I speak to a doctor? Well, what's the problem? Were you really there for this? How do you keep a professional face? And that's why you guys wear masks, so you don't... Like, what does the person say? What, did you see it firsthand? You did. So what do they say? What is a person, like I wouldn't know what to say. Can I speak to the doctor? You go to the pet store, okay, I'll buy the gerbil. Do you want the habit trail? No, I'll take care of that myself. Was it still alive? You know, I was doing a comedy show, now I'm doing a remedial seminar for the Animal Planet. I try to do a show, you got questions. Was it still alive? That's what you want to know? Does it matter to you? Does it matter? I hope it wasn't. I hope it wasn't alive. It was. It was still alive. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, such a cute story. Did one of the nurses take it home? Why does my gerbil smell like shit? I'm in my 60s now, and I just got glasses this year, just in this last year, and it's the first time I went. I talked about all these things that I do. Like I went, since I was 40, the last 20 years, I would go regularly and have this. I had that. I had that. All the time. I never had my eyes checked. My wife said, you gotta go to your optometrist. I said, I don't have an optometrist. She goes, you need to get your eyes checked. I go, why? She goes, you can't see the signs. I said, I can see the signs. I can't see the words. So he told me I'm legally blind. I'm like, I promise you, for the last 20 years, what I see now is what I have been seeing. This is new to me. This is new. I was getting this checked. I never got this checked. This is why my hindsight is 20/20. No, I just thought, but I'm legally blind, and now I have glasses. You know why that's funny? Really, think about this. I have been judging a talent show for the last 9 years. This is the first season I could see. I love casinos. I love being here in the casino. We were in the casino. Oh, you know what I did? I was in the casino. We're doing Deal or No Deal is coming back. I'm doing it again. I wasn't gonna do it, but then Meghan Markle said, okay, I'll come. So I said, all right. So anyway, but they have, in the casinos, they have the Deal or No Deal slot machines. And I was in another casino, not this casino, a couple of weeks back. This is a true story, talk about awkward. My wife is with me, and we have another couple, Louie and Kathy, and Louie and Kathy go down to the casino. My wife calls me in a couple of minutes in my room and says, Kathy just hit the jackpot on the Deal or No Deal machine. She just won $10,000. Oh, and this will change her life. She's crying, I could hear the screaming. She says, Howie, you gotta come down and see this. I put on my coat, I run out of the room, I run down the hall, down the elevator, across the casino. I see the lights going off on the machine. I go there, Kathy is crying. They're peeling off $100 bills. They're giving her $10,000. I give her like a big hug and everything, and I see all these lights around me, and I look, and people are taking pictures, and they're holding up their cell phones, because I just realized they don't know that this is my friend. They think that if you hit the jackpot on the Deal or No Deal machine, I show up. So I look at them, I go, oh, shit, somebody just hit in Reno, I gotta go. And then I watch the whole crowd make their way to the Wheel of Fortune machine and wait for Pat Sajak. My wife always gets mad at me. She always thinks, because she doesn't like to be caught in this flurry of discomfort. She says everything I do is uncomfortable. You know, oh, I'll tell you this. You know why she's mad at me? She didn't come with me tonight. You know why she's mad at me? For peeing in the shower. How many people pee in the shower? I wish she was here. This is her rule. This is her rule that she made for me. She said, and I never thought I would hear something like this. She goes, Howie, if you're going to pee in the shower, this is her rule, if you're going to pee in the shower, you have to be taking a shower. She was, you know what? I heard the running water. The urge came over me. I opened the door, took care of myself, and it's not like she doesn't have soap and water to wash it off. I bought it, and all I have is this tube of nut cream. That's all I have. And I'm trying to make my way through this airport terminal to the cashier, and that's all I have. And people are stopping me and recognizing me and go, Howie Mandel. And I go, yes, we love America's Got Talent. I go, thank you. And I could see that they're looking. You know that if you go to a drugstore, you look to see what somebody's carrying. And it's not, and I don't want to say it's not my nuts, it's my feet. I've talked to an optometrist about this. I didn't say that. And I didn't want to hide it, so it looks like I have two problems. He's got up nuts and he's a shoplifter. I didn't want to say that. So this is the thought process. I don't think things through. This is my problem. I figure I can't just have one thing. I better camouflage it. I'll buy something else. What did I buy? A little bag of Doritos. What kind of an idiot am I? I've got a bag of Doritos and nut cream. Does that seem like a fun time at Howie's house? Would you come over? Let's go over to Howie's house. So then I get to the cashier. I finally get to the cashier. So a female, another female. It was a female that told me aisle 6. It's a female on the itchy nut hotline. And it's a female, I'm gonna stop for a second. I love you ladies. I love you. I respect you. I adore you. At this time in my life, the female of our I just have a little aversion. I'll tell you, okay. I've been married for 40 years. I have been married, you know, Thank you. And people say, Howie, to the same woman? Can I be honest with you? The girl I married was 23 and wild and fun-loving. This is not the same woman. Anyway, she has the same name. But I'm gonna say, I wish I had a real doctor here, not just an optometrist, but she went through a change. Like there's a physiological, as women get older, I see there's younger people here, but as women get older, I don't know how to put it into layman. She has become a Anyway, but it's a real medical thing. We took her to a doctor, and the doctor said she needed hormone replacement. They gave her an estrogen patch, not like not like a pirate, a patch. She wore it on her body, and her body absorbs the estrogen, and this makes her all soft and feminine again. But listen to what happened. She wears it to bed. And we did not know that it came off in the bed. And we did not know that I rolled onto it. And for 2 weeks, I was crying at every commercial. I was so emotional. And she was such a and I'm going, I'm a delicate flower. Why are you yelling at me? But then we got the patch off of me and onto her, and it's all fixed. But at this moment, I can't be around the female and the estrogen vessels that you are. So I just wanted to get out of the store. So I gave the cashier, I gave her a $20 bill. She says, do you have a quarter? It'll be easier for me to make change. I say, yes. And this is the problem. I don't realize what things look like from the outside. You have to understand that people are gathering around the cashier, and they're looking at me, and they're looking at my Doritos, and they're looking at my nut cream. And they do not know that I am looking for a quarter. They don't know that. Oh my God. It's always uncomfortable, always awkward. And now I got to go to a doctor a lot. I get this. I get that done. Ever since I turned 40, I'm a man. Do you know what I'm saying? A man puts his finger in my ass, and then he pulls it out and goes, you're okay. You know what? Just ask. Just say, Howie, how are you? There's no reason to put a finger in there. And if there has to be a finger in there, there's no reason for it to be his. How am I? Give me a second, I'll tell you. I'm okay, I'm okay. Are you okay? Other people have had this, right? It can't just be me. It can't just be, I was thinking that too. I'm bent over the table, the guy's got his finger in my ass. I swear to you, I was gonna say to him, you do this to everyone, right? But I didn't, because I thought that's just gonna come off jealous. She picked up an animal, she picked up a stray cat. She picked up a stray cat the other day. Oh, why are you going, oh? She picked it up, it's not, oh, it bit her. There was tons of blood. This is not a joke. I took her to the walk-in clinic. She had to have 2 stitches, but not only 2 stitches. Do you know why she's not here in Atlantic City? Because every week, every 4 days, she has to go to a clinic. They give her a shot in the stomach for rabies. She may have rabies. Think about that. She might have rabies. Do you know who I am? I'm a germaphobe who won't touch anything, who soaks everything, who Purells everything, and I'm sleeping with a woman that might have rabies. I have single friends. They worry, you know what they worry about? They told me they worry about STDs. I said, where are you gonna get an STD? How are you gonna get an STD? You know what they said? From strange pussy. Where did I get the rabies? That's one you could share with your mom. Look at her lovingly and go, I love when Howie talks about strange pussy. Oh my God. And I came home the other night and she was getting ready for bed and I didn't realize she was getting ready for bed. She was brushing her teeth and I came in late. I didn't know because I came in behind her. I said, hi, Terry. She turns around, all this white foam in her mouth. I screamed like a banshee. I told her, that's why I pissed on you. That's why. But that's family. You know, family's all like that. I did the 23andMe. Has anybody done the 23andMe, that DNA testing to figure out who you are? You did it? You did it? What did you find out? What did you find out? You're not 100% Italian. What did you, were you surprised? You thought you were 100%. What are you? What is the other?
Greek and Armenian.
You're Greek and Armenian. You're everything. Yeah, and you found it out. And was that surprising? Was that exciting? And what did you do? Did you spit in the thing?
Spit in the thing.
You spit in it. You spit in it.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains. No, I didn't. And I found out that I'm 10% Native American and there's a 90% chance I have a bladder infection. I'm talking about my family. My wife also, she buys things like animals. She'll buy weird animals, not only rescue. You know what she bought? A hedgehog. Whoa, what? A real hedgehog with no food, no cage. She came to the hotel room with a hedgehog, just holding a hedgehog. Why are you all quiet? Do you all have one? Am I the last one to get on the hedgehog bandwagon? And I said, why would you buy it? She said, because our son is doing so good in school. Does that make any sense to anybody? What level of academic achievement does one have to acquire to deserve a hedge? And he's not that good in school. I'll tell you about, he's not. He's already finished. Can I tell you something? My wife wanted my son to be, I shouldn't say this because it's televised. I'll tell you. She wanted him to be homeschooled, right? But here's the thing. He was not accepted. My wife wanted my son to be, I shouldn't say this because it's televised. I'll tell you. She wanted him to be homeschooled, right? But here's the thing. He was not accepted. And I was in his room when he got the letter and he knows our handwriting, so it was sad. But she brought the hedgehog to the room in a beautiful suite I had in the hotel, and she puts it on the floor and goes back out shopping for snacks and a habitat for our newfound family member. I'm alone with a hedgehog in the room, and the maid comes in for turn down service. She doesn't even knock. She assumes nobody's in the room. She assumes I'm downstairs preparing for my show. You could tell how much preparation goes into this extravaganza. Oh, I got here a week ago and set that stool up. That's what I did. It looks easy, but I went through 35 different stool samples before I settled on that. I'm just yeah. All right. So I'm gonna. Anyway, but the maid takes the step in the room and sees me standing there with a hedgehog, and she just stops in shock with her mouth agape and 2 chocolates. What would you say to her? I made it like it was their problem because I didn't want to get fired. I wanted to continue to work at the casino. So I just went, look! Look how good my son's doing in school. She buys weird, she bought a parrot. Does anybody here own a parrot? You have one? What?
Is there smart? They're as smart, intelligent as an
I don't know what she's saying. What are you saying? What did you do?
It's a parrot, but it's called a parrotlet.
You have a parrotlet. What are you saying? Pardon me? You have a lot of parrots. You don't right now, but you've had a lot of parrots. You have one. A mini parrot. Oh my God. It's a mini parrot, which is a parrotlet. I've never heard that term. No, neither do you. You're just making up words and yelling out. I've decided not to air this special. I don't want to. It's just a weird. Pardon me? Go ahead. You have a degree in what? Animals outside. You have a degree in animals outside. What are you saying? Why do you sound like a parrot? I don't know what she's saying. I don't know what's happening. What? Your parrots talk to you, all right. You know nobody's talking to you right now. You're just... What is your name? What is your name? Nancy. And what do you do, Nancy?
I'm a registered vet tech. I have a 2-year degree in animal health.
Veterinarian technician. Where did you register? Did you just write this on a piece of paper at home? You went to college. Okay, and that's where you learned about a pirouette that you have? It's like a parrot, but it spins on one foot on its toe. It's a pirouette. Bollywood a cricket! Pardon me? It's tiny. Okay, shut up! I wish I had that thing. What is that thing called when one eye goes off to the side? I wish I had, what? A lazy eye. No, it's not. That's not a lazy eye. No, it isn't. No, that is a go-getting eye. That is an eye. You people have lazy eyes. All your eyes are just hanging out with where your face is pointed. If you have an eye that was willing to take the initiative to just take off on its own, that's an eye with initiative. That's the opposite of lazy. I wish I had that. Boom, I want to see over there. Oh, my God. Well, don't applaud. Why are you applauding? Why are you applauding? You know why you're applauding? Because I ta-da'd. That's why. Nothing preceded the ta-da, nothing happened after the ta-da. You applauded a ta-da on its own, and that bothers me. That bothers me on America's Got Talent. You know why? Because magicians do that to make things seem better than they actually are. Even if you watch a trick, if he does this, you, the audience, go, oh, that must have been terrific. Why would he ta-da if it's just a trick, right? It makes things look better. You know what? Forget magic. Forget entertainment. We should do it around the house to make things seem better than they actually are. Like, honey, I just took the garbage out. It was under the sink, and now it's gone. I've been with my wife for over 40 years now, so after sex, that's how I dismount. That way she thinks it was better than it actually was. Don't laugh, it works. I hear her saying things like, wow, Howie, how'd you do it that fast? And you know what a magician never tells. I don't have to do that for sex. Sex is always good. Sex is always good. Are there people that have been in long relationships? Yeah, like me? How long? How long?
I really can't tell you.
You can't tell me. Why can't you tell me? It's a secret. Oh, you're not supposed to be with him. That's why you're sitting. No, somebody tell me, how long have you been in a relationship?
29.
What?
29.
29 years. And is this 33? Oh, you win. Okay, and is the sex as good as it's always been?
These are my children.
What?
These are my children.
Those are your children. So tell me, is the sex as good as it's always been? You're keeping your mouth. Okay, I'll help you because you don't want to talk in front of the kids. It's as good as it's always been. It's just not as frequent as it's been. Right? Right. I see. He said, right. No, and the way she looks at him, you see the way she's looking at him? It's true. I'll get you off the hook. It's always the women. See, what happens is when we're young and it's fresh and it's new, women are just like us. They want to have sex anytime, everywhere, like crazy. But as the relationship goes on, women, and only the women, make excuses, ridiculous excuses not to have sex that make no sense to a man, but we love you and we respect you, so we don't say what we're thinking. We just roll over, we cry a little, and we go to sleep. But it's always the women. You make ridiculous excuses. Things, yes!
No.
What do you mean no? It's never the man. What man have you ever heard, honey, you take your mouth off my right now. Do you know what kind of day I have had? I was up at 9, I drove the kids to soccer. You are not going to suck this. There is no way. But women, well, that's the most common one that makes no sense. Not tonight, I have a headache. That makes no sense, right? You know what we want to say? Honey, I'll be nowhere near your head. I'll be way down here. I'll be in and out like a mouse. You don't even have to. That's like saying I can't go dancing, my finger hurts. That makes no sense to me. I went home one night, and my wife is up in bed. She's reading. She says, how was the show? I said, the show was great. I'm looking at her. My wife is beautiful and sexy. And I went, honey, you want to? She didn't want to. But this was her excuse. She goes, Howie, it's 1:30 in the morning. You know what I wanted to say? What time does your vagina close? Why don't you just lower your panties so I can read the hours and I will never be late again? I told that on the Tonight Show and I was so afraid to go home because I know that she had watched it. But I went home. Let me tell you how funny and beautiful the girl I married is. She answers the door with a note on her pants. You know what it said? Back in 20. Oh, God. So maybe tonight. Tonight? What do you think? Why are you saying no? Oh, you're saying no because the kids are there. Oh, I get it. Don't worry, guys. How old are you guys?
16.
16? Oh, my, and how old are you? 15. I didn't know. This is not, oh, I apologize. I didn't know there was kids in here, because usually I've been talking about like parrots in vaginas. Pardon me? They've heard everything. Oh, you've talked to your sons about putting a parrot in your vagina and older women who have glow sticks in their ass. You've dealt with that with the kids, so this is not new. Thank God. You're a good mother. You're a good mother. My wife my wife's very busy, though. She opened up her own company. She has one of those laser hair tag, laser tag hair removal places. It's for European women's birthday parties. She's behind the bush. No, anyway, she has a boutique. She had a boutique, and I was there. I helped her because I know computers, so she set up a cash register, so I was showing her how to use it. So people were ringing their stuff up. I was there. So a woman, she had a thong. A woman just bought a thong, and I rang it up, and she just looked at me like sad, and she goes, didn't you used to be on television? I find thong sales so much more fulfilling. I don't even understand the thong. I love the thong. Ladies, you in a thong is very sexy and beautiful, but I don't understand it. I said that to my wife, like, why would you? Why would you purposely spend money to I was bullied as a child and I had people do that to me. Like, why would you buy something that's jammed up your ass? And she said, it's not to be sexy, it's for fashion. She said it's to hide panty line. Is that true? Yes. From who? From who? You think from us? You think guys are behind you going, oh, look at her, she's not wearing any underpants, and you're going, oh, yes, I am. My wife's very busy, though. She opened up her own company. She has one of those laser hair tag, laser tag hair removal places. It's for European women's birthday parties. She's behind the bush. No, anyway, she has a boutique. She had a boutique, and I was there. I helped her because I know computers, so she set up a cash register, so I was showing her how to use it. So people were ringing their stuff up. I was there. So a woman, she had a thong. A woman just bought a thong, just a thong, and I rang it up, and she just looked at me like sad, and she goes, didn't you used to be on television? I find thong sales so much more fulfilling. I don't even understand the thong. I love the thong. Ladies, you in a thong is very sexy and beautiful, but I don't understand it. I said that to my wife, like, why would you? Why would you purposely spend money to I was bullied as a child and I had people do that to me. Like, why would you buy something that's jammed up your ass? And she said, it's not to be sexy, it's for fashion. She said it's to hide panty line. Is that true? Yes. From who? From who? You think from us? You think guys are behind you going, oh, look at her, she's not wearing any underpants, and you're going, oh, yes, I am. I'm just hiding them in my ass. This is the hiding place. I didn't realize how different women were till I started hanging out in her boutique. You use different language than we use. The word petite is a female word. Women use the word, oh, she's so petite. You have this in a petite. Men don't use the word. What man in this room has used the word petite in the last 6 months? It doesn't even roll off a male tongue. Petite, petite, petite. Oh, you know Larry's got a beard, he's kind of petite. The only petite thing I've ever done as a man, I live in LA and I have road rage, but I want to be more green. I bought a smart car. I bought one, but it's too petite for somebody. So somebody cuts me off, I go, you! You guys you embrace the petiteness. You guys do you know there's size 0 for grown women? Do you know that? I didn't know that. People aspire to be a 0. Who wants to be a 0? Can you imagine that? What size are you? I'm not. I was a 6. I went on a diet, I'm gone. Here's another thing ladies do. I don't care how old you are, I don't care what shape you're in. Every woman who tries on clothing, in her mind, becomes a supermodel. And you all pose, and you all have the same stupid pose. You do. My wife comes out of a dressing room, she can't stand normal. She got to stand on an angle with her leg out. And she goes, Howie, be honest with me. What do you think? I think you're standing like an idiot. What the is this? Guys, we try on, we go, is this okay? Is this all right? But women, you're on an angle with your leg out. Is there a reason for that? Is there a reason? What is it? It makes you what? It makes you thinner, skinnier. Oh, can I be honest with you? No. This does not make you skinnier. Not eating cookies makes you skinny.